annoying. Let's see what's going on here. Let me just make sure this is actually. I want to hear the quality of the mic. Hold on. Check the quality of this mic. Check the quality. All right, there you go. It's bad. It's coxal quality. All right, so let's do some. I want to show you guys how to. Okay, can this crash out, please? This actually crashed out for last time. I'm just going to remove in this process. Nope. iTunes. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to reopen this. I'm going to show you guys. So pretty much this is how you live stream. If you want to know what program I'm using, I'm using OBS, or Open Broadcast Software. If you don't know the full name of it, it's up in the corner here. I'm going to go through the settings, show you guys a bit around like the scenes, adding sources, changing the mic, changing the what is recorded in terms of like the volumes, and how to make sure you have your stream set up for Twitch TV and stuff like that, and like the perfect settings that I have. But this, again, a lot of these settings are situational based on your computer and how good you can run stuff. Like if you have a bad computer, of course you can't run certain things that maybe I can have because I have a Core i7. But let's say you have like an i5 or even an i3, if it's that bad, or some AMD stuff that I don't know too much about. Of course, you have to look that up and see what you can anyway for your settings. But anyway, so we want to pretty much. I'm going to go through the sources real quick. So when you start, you'll probably have like a blank scene. And this is gonna be hard for me to show you because when I change the scene, it goes black. So I'm just gonna imagine this whole thing is black. Okay. I mean, maybe I think this the infinity thing is a bit distracting. So I don't even know. I don't know how to change it. Anyway, but so you have this, of course, and so when you're here, right? And you have all these scenes. You probably have like an untitled scene and no sources. So you want to right click the sources section here, right? And go to add. What I have for a lot of things, I use window capture, because monitor capture is what I'm using for this. It captures the whole monitor. Doesn't care about what's behind whatever, like what windows are behind whatever window. But if you capture a window, for example, so let's say I'm going to capture OBS. Actually, no, I'll just capture my League client because that will be less distracting on your eyes. So let's call it League. And have it so that it captures pvp.net. So you want to find what your exe is called. This is called pvp.net. Let's capture the mouse cursor see, and a lot of times you're gonna need compatibility mode on because something, I don't know, some OBS thing, something to do with Windows 8, Windows 7. I think this is optimized for Windows 8 maybe now, but I don't have Windows 8. I only use Windows 7, so that's all I really know. So I just put compatibility mode on because that's how I get. If you can't see it without it with it off, turn compatibility mode on, and you'll probably see the window by that point. Let's say okay. Let's turn off desktop, and you can go to. I'm going to turn this on just for example. You can go to settings here. No. Edit scene. Sorry. Edit scene, and you can see this thing turned red. It's highlighted in red now, and it's bringing from the corner here. It's expanded out. It's not 1080p resolution, but that's good enough, I guess. And you can move it around, do whatever you want with it, and turn off edit scene, and then you can't move it. And there you go. If you fiddle around in here, my mouse is gonna be captured, obviously. So right here, click play, whatever profile, stuff like that, and it'll capture that window. So if I turned off desktop, that's all you will see. You will only see this. So let's turn this back on, and then let's remove this. So right click, just remove or delete. And there are different levels. So if let me re-add this real quick. If I re-add, blah blah, whatever, caps lock is turning on. Sure, on recorded. And if I bring this order down, so order it, move to bottom. Not this, sorry. This is in the wrong place. Let's say league, move to bottom. Sorry, it'll be behind everything, and you won't see it. You know what I mean? Like if I move it to the other screen, you won't see it. But if I bring it back up to the top, you'll see it again. So let's delete this. That's sources. There are multiple sources. There are webcam sources. So if you want a webcam, video capture device, game capture, I don't know. It worked for me a long time ago, and then there was some update, and it just doesn't work for me anymore. So I don't try to use it, but you can try to maybe use it on a full screen game or even like a windowed mode game, and you generally get a better FPS with game capture than window capture. General, yeah. So if you're trying to record a game, you're realizing you're having bad frames, but you can use game capture because you know it works, then use that instead. Pretty much, try it out. I don't see why not. If you need to add text, you can add text that goes across the screen. Image slideshow. So I think I use this on my other, my older League clients rehaul, like the UI, and I kind of just had my YouTube and Twitter kind of just fading in and out in a slideshow, pretty much. PNG files fading in and out in a slideshow, and adding images. So let's say you wanted to have, example, here what's up. Say you wanted to have this, like your UI, right? And you wanted it to be in front of a lead client. Of course, you put it at the top. You want to put that whole UI at the top. So move everything. To move that UI to the top, move everything above the game at the top, and then after you do that whole thing, what you would want to do is make sure that that file is a PNG file. You don't want JPEGs because JPEGs are they're like one layer, very flat, one color, and they're not transparent. PNG file is transparent. So if you're looking to do like a UI overhaul, like I don't know, like this, then make sure that that file is transparent, and whatever you want to be seen through it is like erased and has a checkerboard almost behind it. Like I can maybe do a Photoshop tutorial if I have to, but yeah. So I to the desktop, and how I have my iTunes set up is I'll show you here. Okay, so this is my iTunes. If you go to click the top left corner and go to switch to mini player or control shift M, your iTunes will switch to this tiny mini player up in this corner here. You can play music. Sorry about that. Play music. You'll hear it if you have your speaker set up properly. So you usually want to start playing music. This green bar is going up, so I know that the music's playing pretty much. But you can turn this on. This is how you capture. You just capture a window, window capture, and then you have the source being, software capture. No, window capture. Yeah. Okay. And you have the source being mini player compatibility mode on sometimes, because all the time pretty much for me, because that's how I get stuff to work. And yeah, so I switch it to mini player, and then I just capture it like that, which is why in League you'll see it's in the corner there. Yeah, and someone said that this is a bit distracting, so I'm going to probably redo my UI, make it a bit less distracting. I mean, the majority of the game is still there. At least 80% of the screen is game. Anyway, that's a different story for a different time. So after you do that, you're probably going to want to learn how to even set it up in the first place, or else you won't even be able to stream. So that you have your whole stream looking stuff set up. Oh, I missed this. There are multiple scenes. You can add scenes and things of that nature. I have multiple scenes for it, of course, on the desktop, waiting lobby, league in game, other games that I don't know where the stuff is, so I kind of have it quickly set up. Beard back, which I have to redo. I just pulled it off the internet. It's pretty cool. Battle logs. So when I was playing Battlefield 3, and this is when I think I was making a game, and I dropped that. But there's a scene for when I was making a video game. It's pretty cool. I might actually complete it, but that's a different story for a different time. So back to the desktop. Settings. Let's go to the settings here. Let's cover this up so this doesn't not infinite looping. General language, of course. You can change the name of your setting, your profile. Let's say you have multiple people using the same computer on the same profile for some reason, and you guys have different stream profiles. If you create more profiles, there will be you'll have that profile will be unique to its scenes, to its sources, to its whatever. Encoding, use CBR. Pretty much, I think this is what I have set up, because this is what somebody said. This is the best setup for Twitch. So this is how I have myself set up, but a lot of this is a tweaking that you will have to do on your own. So I have my use CBR, it'll quality balance to, I don't even know what that CBR even is, but I'm going to look that up. My quality balance will set to 10, but I think if it's checked, it sets it to something else that I don't know what it is set to. And my bit rate, my upload speed is 2,000, so like 2 megabytes. So I set it to just half that, so that it doesn't really interrupt with my network as much as it should. And the buffer size is the same thing. I have custom buffer size checked, but if you uncheck it, you'll see it's literally just the same thing over. But I like having this checked. The codec, I have AAC and 160 and 480 kilohertz. No. Mode, there's two modes, live stream and file output only. File output only is, of course, it's self-explanatory. It only records a file. So even if you click start streaming with file output only highlighted, it will only record a file and then export the file. So my live stream, I have it set up to, after the stream is done, it exports the file path anyway. It exports the file to this path, whatever you have set up for your stuff. And then dashboard link, twitch.tv, I'm going kind of jumping. I should be going in order, but I'm kind of just jumping here. And streaming service, you want to set to whatever you're using. I'm using twitch/justin.tv. They're the same thing. Twitch is just the game version of justin.tv. Server, I live in the East Coast, but I don't live in America. So I kind of just put it what is close enough to where I live. I'm like, close enough. I kind of just check that. So you want to check it to where you live, of course. This is very situational. Stream key. Your stream key can be found if you're logged into Twitch. That's twitch.tv/broadcast. /broadcast. We click show key. The key will be there. I mean, I could show my key, but again, it's one of those things. I'd rather not show my key. And you put that key into here, and then that should work. Auto reconnect, so that in case you DC for that 1/2 second, and then your stream just stops completely, and you have to go start up and do it again. That's sometimes it's like a bit bothering. So I'd have that set up. Auto reconnect timeouts, delay. This is where the delay will be. So if you are on Diamond 1 and you have a lot of people watching your stream and you don't want someone to ghost your stream, which is like when somebody watches your stream to benefit their gameplay. So that's what ghosting a stream is. If let's say there's a famous streamer who's doing, I don't know, viewer games, right? And all the viewers use that person's stream as benefit to them. So they're on the opposite team, and they see where they have wards. They see where they have where their team is going, so they know where ganks are. So they don't need to buy wards. They don't need to do anything because they don't care. Like they're mid. They see when they're getting ganked. They know everything because there's no delay and there's no anti-ghosting thing on the map or something of that nature. Even then. You should probably put on the delay if you're in high elo and you're just getting into streaming. Minimize network impact is important for making sure that you don't overload your internet. So if you have 1K, which is what I have set, 1,000 for just streaming and then 1,000 just for using normal stuff, I have minimized network impact. So I guess it doesn't use up as much network as it needs to, and it only uses it up when it needs to, pretty much. So like right now I'm not in game, so it's not using up as much because it doesn't need to. And dashboard link, save to file. That's the way it's after my stream is done, it saves to a file. They're not very big files. They come out in MP4s, so they're pretty small files. Like an hour I think is 200 megabytes or something. Of course you can set hotkeys. You can set hotkeys for all of the scenes too. So if you want to switch between scenes without clicking them, hotkeys are available. Video adapter, I have mine set to my video card that I use. I use a laptop, so I have the integrated and the video card itself. My resolution is, you can set it to as monitor. I just like knowing what my resolution is. I put it to custom, and you can downscale to 720 or whatever it is that is in same thing, same aspect ratio as yours. So yeah, that's 1920 by 1080. You can downscale to 720 by 1280 or 1536 by 864. I have not seen this resolution before. I don't know. I guess I haven't seen it, or this. Oh. But yeah, you can always do that. FPS, change the FPS to whatever. You can actually increase this past 60 if you go to advanced and turn on allow 61 to 120 frames per second. That's of course if you have like some godlike computer that can run a stream and run League at whatever crazy FPS and do all that stuff. So a lot of these things situational. Disable arrow usually gives you a better stream quality in terms of your FPS in game. I'm trying to think, like the amount of CPU the stream takes because Arrow has all these transparencies and it's not ideal. So if you have this disabled, this is actually what a lot of those, this program will make your game run faster, like Game Boost, I think, from Razer. It's a thing they have. If you turn it on while you're in game, it disables Arrow, disables a bunch of stuff like that, and it'll give you a little bit of an FPS boost. Audio, switching audio, you will have your audio device here, and then you'll have your microphone device here. Showing connection devices, yeah, I have a lot of them, so I use some for Skype, some for streaming, some for raid calls, so it depends. You can set mute hotkeys if if your parents come downstairs and you're like, oh no, I have to click mute my stuff. You can set mute hotkeys. You can change desktop boost. I don't know if you can negative this. I don't know if that's a thing. If you can, I don't think so. You can. Microphone boost, mic time offset, and force microphone auxiliary to mono. So if you have a mic that it has left and right, which is stereo, you can force it to mono. So it's just one thing. So both sides will be hearing the same thing of their headphones. Advanced multi-threaded. This is for I guess Intels like i7s and stuff. i5s multi-threaded. If you have a quad, I have mine checked because I do have a quad core i7, so it's pretty good. I guess it helps. So it's optimized to use the multi-threaded core quad core. Sorry, I can't speak English. And I think it gives it like 4 more virtual cores or something like that. I'm not too sure about multi-threading. I'll probably research that a bit more, but that's something that it makes it better. It optimizes it for it. Priority class. I don't even process. I don't even know. Normal, I guess. I just have it matched to normal. Screen buffering time, I just left it as it is. Disable encoding while previewing. So in preview mode, you don't I would check that if you're having issues with I guess again frames. These are all situations. These are all like if your computer is good enough to handle it. Check a lot of these, disable things, make things faster. Change your CPU preset to ultra fast if you have a low power CPU. The slower it is for better computers. So if you have it on slower, the quality of the stream will be amazing, but it'll be like really heavy on your CPU. So I would say the slower would be for people with like the 4th gen i7s, like the i7 4K, stuff like that. Keyframe interval. Twitch, somebody said on Twitch to put it to 2. So I set to 2. Use the CFR, I have that checked. Custom, I don't know too much about encoder settings, so I kind of left that as it is. Okay, it's max bit rate. Yeah, okay, I see what that is. Allow 61, that's again for this, so you can change this to 61 to 120. For autism audio to use video timestamps as the base for audio time. So this is like if you're having issues with mic syncing and stuff like that, I would check this and mic sync fix. And yeah, that's about it. And then this is of course where you can see your stuff. But yeah, that's about it. That should be about it for stuff. So yeah, Open Broadcast Software. If you don't know what the program's called, I'll probably put a link to it in the description. This is coming from my stream to YouTube, so it's going to be unedited. I have a video coming for you guys soon. The next episode season is coming out really soon. I want to get them out before season 3 ends, so I have to get out like 5 videos in like 2 weeks. It's going to be kind of crazy. And I'm supposed to be getting a new job soon, hopefully, so we'll see where that goes. And yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching whatever you did watch. And I will catch you guys around. Peace.